There we go. Cool. Okay, so this is, obviously Beyond Well, you guys are one of our best, most favorite clients. I use y'all's website probably in like 75% of the best practice, help sessions that we do. Not only is y'all's schedule service button like, in the hero section above the fold right there, but it's got that little glow behind it.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like, I don't know how was it Kick Charge that did that?
that was Ferocious actually that
Oh,
built that website.
Ferocious. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, just incredible. So,
yeah, and it's got that cool shape with like two of the corners are rounded and two of them are pointed. I don't even, what do you call that?
yeah, I don't, I don't know.
But it matches the brand perfectly. But thank you, I
Yeah.
appreciate that
Yeah.
compliment, Cam. Yeah,
Yeah. It's a 4D shape. It's not meant for us.
right.
Cool. Well, the reason we do this is so that, we can tell the story of our clients through our client's eyes,
Mhm.
right? And show that out. So that's what we get out of it. What you guys get out of this, obviously, is you get a dedicated kind of page on our website, and then you'll get a backlink for SEO purposes. So I know that helps in some way or another, right?
Yeah, we'll take it. Sounds great.
We're going to start out with some company basics here. And again, this is recording. So I used to take notes while I was doing this, and I was like, man, this is inefficient. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to record the transcript. Let's start out with company name. So this is Beyond Wow. And we're in Austin,
Texas. Yep.
Austin,
Keep
Texas.
it weird.
Yep. Yeah. I went to A&M actually.
Okay, no way.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Little rivalry here. And
Not a
then
personal one. I went to Stanford, so
okay.
I'm only now just learning
Yeah.
about all these Texas
Yeah.
schools.
Yeah, you win. I got Johnny Manziel, you got Christian McCaffrey. So I think you win that one. And then services, is it what are
We're
all your
residential
services?
plumbing.
Residential plumbing, that's it. Okay. How many employees are you running? How many trucks, techs?
Yeah, we're about 27 employees, give or take. We've
27.
got 5 plumbing service technicians. We've got 2 dedicated drain techs. We've got a sewer salesman, an install crew of about 4 or 5, and then we run a gamut of apprentices also. And then we got an office staff, of course, call center, general manager, director of marketing. Whoop, whoop.
Okay.
And then my in-laws are the owners. My mother-in-law and father-in-law founded the company in 1980. So we've been around a while.
That can either be a really good thing or a really bad thing, I feel like. So
It's been mostly good. Yeah.
Yeah. Estimated projected annual revenue this year?
Revenue, we're shooting for 10 million. I think we'll land a little bit short of that, but that's the goal.
Okay. I think you'll land above. You got schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
And you guys, Service Titan?
Yes, Service Titan is our CRM.
Cool. And then we went live with ScheduleBot. Was it December? What month was that?
Oh, good question. No, that was after December.
Okay.
I would have to look back in my emails.
Okay. Sometime in Q1.
It's been up and running for a few months. Yes. Early Q1, I think.
Early Q1. Okay. Okay. So before ScheduleBot, do you know like kind of where you're losing the most opportunities? Was it your phone calls, your online scheduling?
Scheduling.
Yeah. Were y'all tracking?
We've got a great call center. Our call center books about 85 to 90% over the phone. So
wow, that's really good. Were y'all tracking your online scheduling?
Yes.
Conversion rate. Okay.
Yep.
What do you know what it was before?
Yeah, about 30%, 33%.
Okay.
And then before that, even worse. We've been through a few iterations of schedulers.
Okay. I guess on your end, were you guys seeing this as like documenting it as like a marketing problem, a lead conversion problem, like an operations problem, sales problem? Like how is it being kind of looked at?
I would say a marketing and lead conversion problem.
Okay.
More so than on the operations side. I know obviously it's felt all across the business. If you're not If you're
Yeah.
paying for leads and you're not booking them because people are frustrated with the scheduling process or it's confusing or takes too long, like that
Yeah.
affects everyone. But
Yeah.
in terms of like the tracking and um, deciding that something needed to change, that was done at the marketing level.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it seems like almost half of what we do is just educate people on the fact that their online scheduler is probably a bigger part of their system than they think it is. Because if you're not
Yeah,
paying attention to it, you know,
right.
a lot of tools are just kind of set it and forget it, and they're not even aware what their conversion rate is.
Yeah, a lot of
Um,
waste.
yeah, were y'all spending more on ads to try to like compensate for the low conversion rate there?
I wouldn't say we were spending more on ads. I was definitely in conversation with people about like, how can we improve this?
Hmm.
And it was actually through a conversation with gentleman out in Orange, California, Edon Barlev. He runs Do It Right Plumbing. So
Hmm.
I called him to talk about digital agencies because we were considering a switch. And we talked for, I don't know, a good 45 minutes to an hour about agencies. And at the end of the conversation, he's like, if I can share one piece of advice when it comes to marketing, it's fix your scheduler.
There you go.
And he
All
was
right.
like, we've been on ScheduleBot for a few months and we've gone from, I don't know, 20%, 30% conversion through the scheduler to 70 plus. And we've
Yep.
doubled the number of people booking appointments through that critical channel. So I was like, okay, I'm listening. Like this
Yeah.
sounds like it's something I need to follow up on because we were seeing the same conversion rate struggle. It's like
Yeah.
we got this tool and all these people are falling off partway through.
Yep.
And it's also difficult to follow up with them when they do fall off. So
Yep.
y'all have solved, yeah, your tool has solved a lot of those issues for us.
Sure. Well, we love Edon, and Do It Right is a great another, client customer of ours. So, um, a really good recommendation. We'll thank him again for the recommendation he sent over. Do you know what your like cost per book job, cost per lead was before ScheduleBot?
No, I could make up a number, but uh,
Okay.
no, I don't have those numbers off the top of my head.
Okay. Did you have a number in mind as to like what success would look like coming into ScheduleBot?
Mm, good question. Let me actually grab something real quick so I can give you a better answer to this. Meetings. If I could find the document reports. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
You can cut out this part of the recording.
Yeah. Well, that's our AI clipping thing. Cut it out.
Here we go. Okay, so in Q1, cost per lead was around $189. And that's across the board. It's like the most high level number. And then cost per booked call was around $228,
Hmm.
accounting for everything. Yeah, that's definitely come down a bit. We have been working through, as I mentioned, some agency switch stuff as well as some PPC stuff. So I would
Yep.
anticipate that to continue to decrease.
Yep.
But
Okay.
yeah, the scheduler has definitely helped in that regard.
Right. Um, what did you have a number in mind as far as whether it's your cost per book lead or as far as its book job goals or as far as the online scheduler conversion rate? Did you have a number in mind for what success would look like coming into using ScheduleBot?
Yeah, so I didn't have cost per lead goals that I thought would be influenced by the scheduler. I was more so concerned about the conversion rate. And as I mentioned, we were in the low 30s using the previous scheduler. And my goal was to double that. And when I talked to Jeff, he's like, oh yeah, we can get you north of 70, like for sure. That's kind of our benchmark. And I was like, perfect. We're on the same
Yep.
page here.
Yeah. Okay. Were you skeptical about any of it before you started?
No, not
Okay.
really. Once he did the demo and showed me the tool and really the flow of the scheduler,
Yeah.
um, that's that's kind of what uh, helps seal the decision,
Yeah.
because I've spent a lot of time tweaking schedulers, um, deciding which kind of path we want to send customers down, like how many options do we want to give them. And with ScheduleBot, it was like customer inputs their information, they put their address in, we figure out if we can service them or not, and then they're just typing into a text field. And based on that, we decide, right, which business unit is going to service this customer, and then they book. And
Yep.
before, it was like this crazy decision tree of like, which category of issue do you have? Which subcategory does that issue fall under? And my hunch is that's where we were losing a lot of people. I have studied kind of those graphs that show the fall off through the
Yep.
scheduler. I know that I've seen that with previous schedulers. So yeah, when I saw the simplified um, workflow of ScheduleBot, I was like, this is a massive improvement, and I can see how this would help increase conversion rate significantly.
Yeah. Cool. Um, yeah, I mean, it's it did years of kind of A/B testing with just kind of how like how you were tweaking and stuff with our pilot company. We did years of A/B testing, tweaking. You know,
Mhm.
started 50s and then we hit 60s and then all of a sudden we're hitting 70s and we're like, oh man, this is like, yeah, this is a big difference. So,
Yeah.
well, good. Glad you're recognizing that, seeing that. Was it hard at all to get everyone aligned on making the switch, or is everyone just kind of like, let's do it?
No, I
Yeah.
think if you pitch it the right way and you just lay it out there, these are the numbers. This is what we're doing now. This is the result we're getting, and this is
Yeah.
where we could be if we switch to this new tool. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah.
that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I pitched it at our annual meeting. So yeah, that would have been early January that we met. And that was the first time I talked about it with everybody. And my CEO was like, "Oh yeah, but this sounds like a no-brainer. It's going to
Yeah.
pay for itself easily."
Right. Um, do you know about how many more jobs per month now that you're on ScheduleBot that you're booking from online scheduling?
Yeah, about twice as many. So we double
Okay.
conversion rate, double the number of book jobs. So we were getting probably 25 a month beforehand, and now we're in the 50 to 60 range.
Okay. Do you happen to know like what percentage of your total jobs comes from like your online scheduling?
Oh, good question. I don't have that number, but based on kind of our daily huddle and what we're reporting on, my guess would be um, 10 to 15%, somewhere
Okay.
in that range. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We see a lot of numbers between 10 and 20, sometimes as high as 25, depending on the nature of the
Okay.
business.
Yeah.
Um,
People call it out in reviews. We've
mhm.
had people call it out specifically, like the scheduling process was super easy. I was able to schedule online, and they called me back, and we had an appointment booked. Um, so yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
people are
Uh,
noticing.
good. Um, let's see. Are we any overall company numbers that you could share as far as goals hit that you've that Beyond Wild's been able to achieve since starting ScheduleBot, whether that's CPL goals or revenue goals, book job goals, anything of that manner?
Yeah, let me think. The big one, Cam, is conversion rate. I haven't done enough digging into the data to like connect ScheduleBot to um, cost per lead, cost per booked lead.
Yeah.
But certainly with the increase in bookings through the scheduler, we've seen an increase in revenue. I don't
Yeah.
have an exact number that I
Okay.
can share with you, but I know that even when people don't book, the flow of the scheduler is such that it's capturing the most important information right away, which is the customer's name, email, and phone number. So if they do fall off, which doesn't happen as much anymore, our CSR team can immediately reach out to them
Yeah.
and book the call. And every morning it feels like we're talking about someone who didn't quite make it through the scheduler or was having an issue, rather would have called us, and our CSR team was able to reach out and get a hold of them because the scheduler is capturing that information up front. So
yeah. Okay, moving on to the just the impact to your does your team, you know, whether the department is like call center or marketing or dispatch or, you know, leadership, have you noticed any difference in how it kind of impacts those team members and their maybe daily workflows?
yeah, definitely call center. That would be the number one. I get all the email alerts that they get, so I see all the bookings come through. And it's awesome to know that the CSR team can log into the ScheduleBot dashboard and quickly look up second chance leads and reach out to those folks, as well as, of course, have the ones that do book land in Service Titan. It just simplifies that whole process. And yeah, we had some of that functionality beforehand of people being able to book and the job showing up at like the bottom of the dispatch board, and you can then assign it to a technician in a time slot. But now we're seeing more of those, and we also have the call center has the ability again to follow up with people who aren't making it through the scheduler for whatever reason.
Yep. Cool. Okay. Moving into a quote section here, which is kind of like the final section.
Mhm.
Now I have two quotes here. I don't know which one I want to ask you.
Yeah, I'll mention one other thing about the call center. They love that the customer has the ability to actually type to write something about the issue that they're having. So beforehand, it was like I mentioned, select a category, select a subcategory, and that's basically all you get. Plumbing, leaky pipe.
Yep.
Now the customer gets to type something in. So some of them are short, but some people actually are quite descriptive with the issue that they're having and what they need. And I love that because it gives the call center some context and some customer supplied information about the issue before they even pick up the phone and call that person to confirm the appointment. So I think it helps with that flow also.
And in the past, I mean, your call center would have had to follow up and obtain more customer intake information to have the tech prepared when they get on site. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Okay, here's a quote I decided on. If you were explaining ScheduleBot to another home service owner, what would you say?
I would say it is a customer friendly, very easy to use scheduling solution that will increase your booking rate, your conversion rate, and make you money without you really having to do anything. It's a no-brainer.
Cool. There you go. All right. I'm going to stop on the recording, and then I'm going to just ask some permissions and asset permission questions.
Okay.